New Mexico, so it's kind of interesting and kind of funny, you know. But it's working out great. I'm having a blast down here. The level of competition's amazing, and then the coaching's even more incredible, you know.
Definitely, man. And so you're very happy with the move you made so far.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel strong. I feel fast. I feel like the elevation's going to help me. I feel like I'm going to go for days. And like I said, man, we get people from all over the world coming through here, you know, like K1 champion at the light heavyweight, you know, like freaking Russians galore, you know, people from China, people from Japan. Like, it's a kind of a mecca. And whether or not you stay here for a long time or you stay here for a short period of time, like, it's just incredible to train with you guys, you know?
Right. It's just kind of like you expanded your whole universe coming out there, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I trained with a bunch of people, you know, like Carlos Condit is a really dope training partner. We're around the same, or we are the same weight roughly. Antonio Arroyo, he won the Contender Series. Trained with him, became really close with him. He's one of my really good buddies now. It's just a lot of people, man. Like, it's just sick. You know, I mean, Christian Angel Edwards is a freaking killer. He, won his Bellator Pro debut. Davion Franklin, he's going to be big coming in with wrestling and stuff. And, we got Dontel Mays back, and he's going to have his fight October. And, Devin Clark walked through the door. Like, we got a ton of people down here that are just like, if they're not name brand, they're about to be household names, you know?
Excellent. Well, I want to remind everyone who you are. We got Josh Streacker on the Fightlete Report, welterweight professional who fights Mike De La Vega, main event of HFC 40. Check it out September 20th at the Horseshoe Casino in Hammond, Indiana, of course. And recently a big win over Scott Writz by knockout Bellator 221 last May, and trained full-time Jackson Wink, now 6-2. And Josh, again, it's always a pleasure to have you on and get in your mind before these fights, man.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Now, how was the victory over Writz? I mean, that was a really important one for you. You suffered your second professional career loss, and coming into that one, you were on an incredible streak. So talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel good to lose. I'm not a loser. Like, it puts a bad taste in my mouth. And so this big fight for Bellator, I wanted it, I knew I was going to move down to Albuquerque one way or the other, but I really wanted that win. I wanted that W, and I fought for it. I was hungry for it, and I think it showed in the end, like, how hungry I was.
Right.
He kept throwing that check right hook, and I kind of followed it up with a little change of level action. And then the change of level led to my three-punch combo that landed on the jaw, and I think we've realized that I only need one punch to knock you out. And I connected.
And that must have felt great, because I know the fight before was very frustrating for you. So talk about how you just were able to get that done from your hometown crowd, of course, in Chicago as well.
Yeah, it was just a sensational feeling, like when you go out and you're the first fight of the night, you have to perform. And it was really cool that I did perform. I ended up performing, and, Bellator shot it all over their page. Like, fight starting off fantastic with a huge knockout from Josh Streacker, So it's just awesome. I mean, I feel like that's a beautiful stage, like to show off all my skills and whatnot. And I'm excited for what the future holds. But right now, I'm focused on this fight coming up on the 20th.
For sure. And Trey Jackson Wink, the whole summer, this feels like a homecoming for you, coming back to HFC, which is in Indiana, not far from, Chicago, not far from Illinois. So talk about that. You have a lot of friends and family who are going to see you. They haven't seen you for months. So it's like a homecoming for you, right?
It's so refreshing. I mean, like, it's going to be a blast when I come back. I've got so many friends, so much family. I got my girlfriend. Like, it's going to be a blast coming back to that. And I'm just pumped to come back and put on a performance of my life at HFC. And it's just going to be a great time. I don't think that there's, any negatives to this. I can't wait.
And you're fighting, of course, Mike De La Vega from Team Top Notch Illinois. In Illinois, he's 3-3. I know he has a win over your teammate from MMA stop, Brian Aikens. So, how do you feel about him as an opponent, and what do you feel like you're going to display against him?
Yeah, I mean, he's coming up in weight, so I don't think that's a good move for him. I think that it'll be a really good fight for me, but I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm going to go in there and work for everything that I got, and I'm going to go out there and finish him. I don't think that he has the range that I have. I don't think that he is the taller opponent. I don't think that he is the best wrestler. I think that this is going to be a fun fight, and I think that I'm going to work him. I'm going to make him not want to be in there no more.
And also, finally, headline HFC. This is your second time as a pro after putting on incredible performances. How much fun is this for you? Because it's the second time you're headlining a car as a professional.
Yeah, I love it. I love being kind of like the later fights.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I am special, and if you're in this game, you can't think that you're not special. So I think I'm special, and I think that I'm going to put on a performance of a lifetime on the 20th, and people are going to be wowed, and people are going to want more. Like there's been plenty of fights that I've had, and people have been like, "Oh my gosh," and wow, and this is going to be another wow moment for everybody, and I cannot wait to show out and perform and do everything that I've been doing. One of the cool things is like you come down here, you gain so much knowledge, you gain so much wisdom, but you are who you are, and you do what has worked for you so far. There are wrinkles to my game that I will continually evolve, but I will still knock people out, and that's one of the reasons why I'm headlining this card, because people want to see that.
And we all hope we get to see that as well. And obviously you're just building upon in your career, doing it. Everything you do at Jackson Wink, how motivating is it for you to see all those greats come in, the great coaches, coaching staff, as well as the champions and the fighters, seeing those belts hang on the wall? How motivating is that for you?
Oh, it's super motivating. I want to get my face on the wall. I want to be something great for that gym. I know that Jackson Wink is coming through a revolution. It had its time back in the day where we had 10, 15, 20 people like in the UFC, and it was just stacked. And then it kind of went through a little lull. And I understand what people are saying, but guess what? We're coming back nice and strong. So we have the veterans, we have the Holly Holms, the Michelle Wattersons, we have the Diego Brandao, we have the Carlos Condits, we have all the studs from the past. And guess what? We're coming. We're coming. We're the future, and the future is bright over at Jackson Wink, and it's just incredible. And I feel honored to walk into the gym and see those veterans that have been there before and done that before, and I feel excited to be the future, along with all my other great teammates that are in the same boat as me.
And during the training camp, who do you feel like specifically highlighted something special for you in this camp? Something that you may not have noticed before while training?
Yeah, it's just a level of competition. The level of competition is so high. I mean, you go anywhere and like you have a couple easy rounds. It's like, all right, I'm facing somebody that isn't a professional fighter. Maybe you're just facing an amateur fighter, and they haven't learned, they haven't seen everything, so they're not as good. And then you go back to your pro fighter buddies, and then that's a tough round, and then you go to somebody a little bit outside your weight class, and that's an easy round. You know what I'm saying? Like over here, it's like every round is tough, every round is difficult, and every fighter poses a different threat, and you have to learn how to deal with those threats in the proper way. And it's just dope. It's crazy. It's cool. Everyone's in shape. Everyone can go 5 rounds. Nobody gets tired, and it's a different level. And then on top of that, you add in the coaching, which is phenomenal. I still have Coach Daniel Mulroney in my corner, and he's dope over at MMA Stop. But Daniel will be the first to tell you, he doesn't have the experience these guys have, and he hasn't seen everything that they have seen.
Right.
But he is a student of the game. He loves the game, and he is dope for it. But it's really cool when you see Wink train one guy one way, and it's like a bunch of cool takedown techniques into the striking, and then he trains me a different way. Like he is seen, learned, understands what you like to do, and then helps you evolve from there. You know, he doesn't just try to push something on you that maybe you don't do that well. Right. So I'm excited. There's a whole bunch of things. And we got, Coach Joey Villasenor too. He'll be in my corner on the 20th. So I'm just coming. I'm coming, and it's going to be a big problem for Mike De La Vega.
Nice. I want to talk about some football with you. And Andrew Luck retired from the Colts suddenly. So what was your reaction to that? I know you're a big Colts fan.
I mean, part of me is selfish and jealous, and then the other half of me is just you got to do what you got to do for your family, your future, your health. And the thing is, that man is so smart that he probably can do 8 million different things. He doesn't have to be a quarterback, right? He could be an engineer. He got an engineering degree from Stanford, dude. The man is so freaking intelligent, and he could do anything he wanted to. So if there is an injury that happens and occurs, there's a huge mental strain on you. And if you can do 20 other things that'll keep you paid and keep you fed, and he's obviously, I think he's pretty smart with his money, now, so he's probably set for the rest of his life. Right. I understand you got to focus on your life, your future, and he's leaving a whole bunch of money on the table by not even doing the season. So, I wish he would freaking stay. It kind of is annoying that he didn't, but mad power to him. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of respect, and I really do think that Jacoby Brissett's going to be freaking dope this year, and he's an underdog, and people are going to see him and be like, what the heck? He's had 4 years, 1 year under Brady, 2 years, 1 year as a full-time starter, and then last year under Luck. You gain some things from that, let's be honest. And he has a stronger arm. The question is going to be about accuracy and about knowledge. Will he be able to make the line checks and whatnot? So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the season, but obviously less excited than if Andrew Luck was here.
Yeah, I hope you didn't draft him on your fantasy team.
Yeah, seriously, that would be a problem. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, and what do you feel has worked for you, and what do you feel you've changed since your last few fights? Obviously, since the fight, the last loss, what do you feel like has worked for you for your last fight, and what do you feel is going to work moving forward?
Well, I'm excited, man. This is going to be a really good fight. I've worked on a lot of things. I think between Coach Chad, he's the wrestling coach down here, and Coach Joey, we formulated a great game plan, and I feel very confident wherever the fight goes, being able to handle business. I've definitely evolved my wrestling, and I've definitely evolved my ground game. But the bread and butter is the striking, So honestly, anywhere Mike wants to take the fight, I'll handle him, and it'll be a really good fight for me. But definitely my wrestling has gotten better, and definitely my ground game has gotten better. So I'm excited, man. This is a really good fight. I don't foresee really good things.
And do you feel like you're going to be ready for a short notice fight after this, or you want to fight again before the end of the year, rather?
I'm definitely fighting again before the end of the year. I want to get these two in before the end of the year, so if anything comes up, I can come in hot, if the UFC needs somebody on short notice, if anyone needs, Bellator, if one championship fighting needs somebody, I'm down. I literally walk around really close to weight. I feel stronger than ever. I'm constantly going to be in the gym. I've got my routine. So I'm excited. I'm ready for anything, but I want to get that 3-fight win streak so that there's some steam coming in, and that people, if the opportunity presents itself, it's a no-brainer. It's not even a question. It's not like we don't even remember his loss. It's a 3-fight win streak now. So we got to focus on this fight right here. But I definitely want to fight again before the end of the year.
Yeah, fortunately, in this business, it's short-term memory. The fans and the promoters, what you do now matters what happened before.
Yeah, but a blemish like that, it sucks, So that's why I needed to get that Bellator fight in. It kind of took some steam, put some steam on my on the flames, and I did really well coming down here with the steam, and then we go from there. So I think big things are in the future, man. I mean, I'm 2 fights away. Antonio fought 8-2 on the Contender Series. 2 fights away, man. I'm 2 fights away, and I know it, and I feel it, and I'm so freaking close. And I just gotta keep my head down, keep hustling, keep working with the best, and keep getting better. I like the mantra of the Colts. You said the Colts earlier, but the Colts mantra the whole entire season was get 1% better every day,
Sure.
And it's such a dope concept to think about. And if I get 1% better every single day, guess what? In 100 days, I'm 100% better than I was before, So it tallies up. It really tallies up, and I can't wait to show what I've been working on these past 3 months.
And what can we expect September 20th? How do you plan on getting the venue at the Horseshoe, everyone there on their feet?
Oh, my God. Everyone's going to be standing. It's going to be a blast, man. There's no secret. I want to knock them out. I'm going to knock them out. And it's going to be fireworks, man. So how I'm going to do it, I don't know yet. It's part of the magic.
For sure. And Josh, anyone you'd like to thank, go ahead.
Yeah, man, I would like to thank all my sponsors. We've got a ton of them. Healing Flower, the CBD oil, they're just fantastic. All organic products and from Chicago, too. I'd like to thank my sponsor, Branshaw Financial. They're my tax accountants. They're my investments. They're incredible. Paul over there is just an amazing human being and has always helped me and has always been behind me. Anthony's Bar and Grill over in Joliet, they're fantastic. They're doing big things. And I would also like to thank Black Snot Brewery over here in Albuquerque. They've been supporting me for a while now. Ashley Chiropractic, they're incredible, helping my body clean up. Obviously, Jackson Wink, they're freaking incredible. Just the opportunity to be down here is just nuts. And Monteleone, man, for getting me these fights and always being there for me to call and contact. And man, dude, I got a lot of people behind me, and I'm just super excited to be a big part of this next crew here at Jackson Wink.
Excellent, man. Well, I appreciate the time, Josh Streacker. Everybody check out the upcoming fight when he takes on Mike De La Vega, Main Event HFC 40. Make sure to be there on September 20th in the Horseshoe in Hammond, Indiana. And we best luck to you, Josh. It was always a pleasure having you on the show. And once again, look forward to your fight.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Anytime.
Later.